Hello, I'm Brent Shiratori, and this is Ideal Marketing. This is part of my AI Admin Calendar series. From now until Christmas, I'm sharing daily tips on how to use AI for common marketing tasks. Do you use AI to write your blog post? And if you do those posts sound exactly like everyone else's AI written content? Probably. There's nothing wrong with using AI to help with writing. The problem is how most people use it. They type in a keyword, hit enter, and get back something that sounds like it was written by a committee of robots who've never actually worked in their industry. Yesterday, I showed you how to develop a product messaging guide. Today, I'm going to show you how to write a blog post based on keywords you've identified for your website. And I'll show you 3 tweaks to your prompting process that will get you from generic AI slop to content that actually sounds like you and serves your customers. Here's what we'll be covering. First, why just typing a keyword into AI gives you content that blends in with everything else on the internet. Second, the 3 inputs you should be attaching to every content prompt. And third, a complete prompt you can copy and use today to write SEO-focused blog posts that actually sound like your brand. By the end of this video, you'll have a repeatable process for turning keyword research into content that ranks and resonates. Now, most people using AI to help with their marketing task approach it the same way. They go to ChatGPT or Claude, type something like write a blog post about marketing automation, and get back 800 words of generic advice that could have come from any company in any industry. The AI doesn't know your company, and it doesn't know your voice. It doesn't know your unique perspective on a particular topic. So it gives you the average of everything it's been trained on. That's how you end up with blog posts that technically answer the question, but don't give anyone a reason to choose you over the other 10 results on Google. The process I'm going to show you has 3 key differences about how most people prompt for content. First, you'll attach your company overview. This is the source file I showed you how to build earlier in this series. It tells the AI who you are, what you do, who you serve, and how you're different. Without this, the AI is guessing at your positioning. Second, you attach your tone of voice guide. This ensures the output sounds like you, not like generic marketing speak. If your brand voice is direct and practical, you don't want flowery prose. If you're warm and conversational, you don't want corporate jargon. Third, and this is something most people skip, you'll add your own personal thoughts on this particular topic based on your expertise and your point of view. The insights you've gained from actual real world experience that comes from actually doing the work. This third piece is what separates content that resonates from AI slop. Anyone can get AI to summarize what's already on the internet. The value you bring is your unique perspective based on your experience. Okay, let's look at the prompt. Personally, I recommend Claude for this task. I found its writing tends to be the most natural, but this structure will work with pretty much any AI tool. The prompt starts by establishing the AI's role. In this case, we're telling it to act as a seasoned SEO content strategist and website blog copywriter. Someone who creates high quality, helpful content that satisfies search intents, aligns with brand voice, and follows modern on-page SEO best practices. Then we give it context. We tell it we're writing a blog post based on a primary keyword. The input section is where you fill in the specifics. Your primary keyword, your target word count, your target audience, your region and language. And then you attach your tone of voice document and your company overview. You can also include optional inputs like your primary call to action or specific products and services to mention or avoid. Here's why this prompt is more powerful than just asking for a blog post. Before writing, the AI will browse the web to understand what's currently ranking for your keyword. It will analyze the search intent, identify what good answers include, and note the common subtopics appearing in top ranking pages. It produces an intent summary. What is the searcher trying to accomplish? What follow-up questions do they have? What do good answers typically include? Then it gives you SERP pattern notes. What subtopics keep appearing? What content formats dominate? And importantly, what gaps or opportunities exist, meaning what's missing or outdated in the current results. And then it extracts secondary keywords grouped by topic cluster that you should naturally weave into the content. The prompt also includes specific writing requirements. Make it skimmable, accurate, and action-oriented. Answer the query quickly and clearly. Explain terms simply. Use concrete examples. Avoid fluff and keyword stuffing. And it aligns everything with your attached documents for brand voice and company positioning. The SEO requirements section ensures that you get a proper title optimized for your primary keyword, a URL slug suggestion, meta title and description, proper heading structure with H2s and H3s using your secondary keywords, and internal link suggestions. It also generates 4 to 8 FAQ questions that match real search queries, which is great for featured snippet opportunities. Now here's how to make your blog post different from what someone else would get, even if they use the same prompt. There's a section called Practical Perspective Guardrails. This is where you can add guidance that comes from your experience without claiming personal anecdotes that AI doesn't have. Instead of saying, in my experience, the AI will frame insights as a practical way to approach this is, or a useful rule of thumb is, or in many cases, it helps too. Before running the prompt, add your own thoughts about the topic. What do you believe about this that others might not? What have you observed that contradicts conventional wisdom? What shortcuts or frameworks have you developed? This is where your unique expertise goes. Feed that into the prompt, and the AI will weave your perspective throughout the content in a way that sounds natural and authoritative. The output comes as a rich text-friendly HTML document. You get your title, meta title and description, URL slug, the full article body, an FAQ section, and a sources section with linked references. You also get the SERP research deliverables before the blog post, so you can see the AI's homework and understand why it made the content choices it did. Stop asking AI to just write a blog post from a keyword. That gets you generic content that sounds like everyone else. Instead, attach your company overview so it knows your positioning. Attach your tone of voice guide so it sounds like you. And add your personal perspective so it showcases your expertise. And then have the AI do the SEO research for you so your content is specifically written to rank well in search engines. Here's what I want you to do after this video. 1. Check this video's description for a link to the full prompt. Copy it and save it somewhere you can access it easily. 2. If you haven't already built your company overview and tone of voice guide, go back to the earlier videos in the series and create those first. They're the foundation that makes this prompt work. 3. Pick one keyword you've been meaning to write about. Before you run the prompt, spend 5 minutes writing down your personal take on that topic. What do you believe? What have you observed? What would you tell a client sitting across from you? Add that to the prompt and see how different the output is from what you were getting before. If you're finding this AI Advent Calendar series useful, hit subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's tip on analyzing customer reviews. Now go pick that keyword and write something that actually sounds like you. Remember, you don't need to buy more ads when you have better ideas.